Hello students, all of you are again welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, that is Science Guru Sir Alok. And today I am here with a new chapter from class 7 science, that is chapter 1, nutrition in plants. And dear children, in this video we will read and learn about the nutrients, the components of the food, that is known as the nutrients, then the different modes of nutrition in the plants, along with the different types of autotrophs, autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition in the plants. So without wasting the time, I will start now. First of all, we will discuss about the nutrients. Dear children, you will remember, you have read and learned in class 6 about the food components, that's the proteins, vitamins, minerals. These are the components of the food, and all these components of these foods are known as the nutrients. And why these nutrients are important or necessary for any living organism? Because all these nutrient or the different components of the food, they are responsible for growth and development of any living organisms. Also, they are responsible for repairing the damaged tissues in the organism. So that is why these nutrients are important or necessary for the living organisms. Now we will discuss about the nutrition. What is nutrition? The process of intake of food, it's breakdown into the simpler substances with the help of the different digestive enzymes and utilization by the body. This whole process is known as nutrition. So again, what is nutrition? The process of intake of food, its breakdown into simpler substances and utilization by the body. This whole process is known as the nutrition. Now we'll classify the nutrition on the basis of the mood. Generally we can classify the nutrition into two types. First one is known as the autotrophic nutrition, and the another one is known as the heterotrophic nutrition. First of all, we will discuss about the autotrophic nutrition. What is autotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organism can prepare their own food. They are not depending on other plants or other animals for their food and survival. So this type of nutrition is known as the autotrophic nutrition. Again, I am repeating, what is autotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organism can prepare their own food. They are not depending on other animals or other plants for their food. This type of nutrition is known as autotrophic nutrition. And you remember here that the organism which can complete the process of autotrophic nutrition, they are known as autotrophs. As for example, in commonly we can say that the green plants, they can prepare their own food by themselves. They are not depending on other plants or other animals for their food. So this type of nutrition is known as the autotrophic nutrition. When we are talking about the nutrition in the green plants, here we have to remember one more important thing, that is the process of production, process of manufacturing the food in the green plants, in the plant body. How do the green plants prepare their own food? So this process is named as the photosynthesis. So now we have to understand what is photosynthesis. So dear children, the process during the daytime, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, the green plants, they combine the carbon dioxide absorbed from the atmosphere and minerals and nutrients absorbed from the soil with the help of the roots. By combining them, they produce the glucose and release the oxygen into the atmosphere. This whole process is known as photosynthesis. So what is photosynthesis? The process of intake of food, its breakdown into simpler Again, what is photosynthesis? During the daytime, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, the green plants, they absorb the minerals and nutrients from the soil and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. And by combining all these things, they produce the glucose and release oxygen into the atmosphere. This whole process is known as the photosynthesis. Here one important thing we have to remember, that there are 4 important requirements for photosynthesis. The 4 important requirements are the chlorophyll that is present in the leaves of the green plant, carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere, then water the green plants absorb from the soil, and also the sunlight. So these 4 important requirements are necessary for completion the process of photosynthesis. If any one is important, the green plants cannot complete the process of photosynthesis. So these 4 important requirements are very important for completing the process of photosynthesis in the plant body. So this is all about the autotrophic nutrition in plants. Now I'll discuss about the heterotrophic nutrition in plants. You will surprised to know that all the green plants, they cannot prepare their own food. All the plants, they cannot prepare their own food. Some of the plants are there, they are depending on other animals or other plants for their food. These types of organisms are known as the heterotrophs, and the mode of nutrition takes place in the heterotrophic organism are known as heterotrophic nutrition. So what is heterotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organism cannot prepare their own food. They are depending on other plants or other animals for their food and survival. This type of nutrition is known as heterotrophic nutrition. Now there are also generally three different types of heterotrophic nutrition we can find in the green plants. First one is the parasitic nutrition. So what is parasitic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which the organism absorb the minerals and nutrients from other living organisms. Remember here, the mode of nutrition in which the organisms absorb the minerals and nutrients from other living organisms. They cannot prepare their own food, so that they absorb the minerals and nutrients from other living organisms. This type of nutrition is known as parasitic nutrition. As for example, commonly we can say that cascata or amarbel. These types of plant, they cannot prepare their own food. They absorb the minerals and nutrients from other plants. That is known as the host. So this type of nutrition is known as the parasitic nutrition. Then second one is the saprotrophic nutrition. What is saprotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organisms absorb the minerals and nutrients from other dead or decaying organic matter. Remember here one difference between the parasitic and saprotrophic nutrition. In case of parasitic nutrition, the organism absorb the minerals and nutrients from other living organism, whereas on the other hand, in case of saprotrophic nutrition, the organism absorb the minerals and nutrients from other dead or decaying organic matter. So this type of nutrition is known as saprotrophic nutrition. As for example, the fungi grows on the piece of a bread. The fungi, they absorb the minerals and nutrients from the dead organic matter, that is the bread. So this type of nutrition is known as the saprotrophic nutrition. And the last one, in case of heterotrophic nutrition, that is the symbiotic nutrition. What is symbiotic nutrition? This is a special type of nutrition found in few green plants. The mode of nutrition in which two or more organisms, they live together and they share their food and shelter with one another, so that both of the plants, both of the organisms, they get the benefit from each of them. This type of nutrition is known as the symbiotic nutrition. Again, the mode of nutrition in which two or more organisms, they live together and one will provide the shelter, so that in return another one will provide the food to the organism. So this type of nutrition is known as the symbiotic nutrition. As for example, we can see that a common organism like lichens. In lichens, what we can found? In lichens, a organism, chlorophyll containing organism, that is algae, and one fungus, they live together. And this fungus, they absorb the minerals and nutrients from the water, from the soil, and give it to the algae. The algae, with the presence of this chlorophyll, they can produce the food, and they provide the food to the prepare food to the fungus. So both of the plants, they are getting benefit from each other in this type of nutrition. So this is all about the nutrition in plants. From this video, you remember a few important things. That is the nutrients, the importance of nutrients, then the different types of nutrition, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition, and also along with the classification of the heterotrophic nutrition, that is parasitic, saprotrophic and symbiotic. I hope you understand well, and thank you for watching this video.